Cholo culture, very pressed and clean. And I will say that, cholos are very neat.
We're opening up a cafe. It's gonna be just like Hugs Not Bugs, but we need you.
What's the plan?
It's gonna be like Starbucks, but better. We're not gonna have no bathroom code.
You gotta have bathroom codes. Human beings are animals.
Costume designer Rocio Estrada lent her talents to her brother Chris Estrada's hit Hulu series This Fool. Estrada has worked on various big-budget movies like Divergent, Cowboys and Aliens, and Angels and Demons. What does it mean to her as a Latina working on a series that is very grounded in the portrayal of Latinos in the LA hood?
Oh my gosh. Wow. As a sister, it makes me incredibly proud. And, I know his work ethic. He works really hard and he's been at it for a very long time. And I'm just happy to be a part of it. Honestly, I feel very proud. And, it's crazy because I've worked on these huge films that have like these like obscene budgets. And, now I'm working on This Fool, and it's just so grounded and so real. And, they're not wearing like $1,200 shirts or custom made to order outfits. This is just like real working class folks that are showing who they are in their clothes, and their interests, what they like, the kind of sports they like, the kind of music they listen to. The mom, like she wears, like in season 2, there's an episode where she's mending to her rose garden and she's wearing a t-shirt with little roses, like a blouse with little roses, things like that just say like, it just seems so approachable. And I really, really appreciate and love how grounded this show is.
This Fool captures life in South Central Los Angeles, as do the clothes. How did the LA native use her knowledge of the streets for dressing the characters?
Yes, and it was fun because a lot of the wardrobe was sourced locally. So I tried really hard to use a lot of brick and mortars and local vendors and go to where people that live in Inglewood or South Central would shop. So I'd go to Fox Hills, or I'd go to the Sloss and Swap Meet, or in things like that, in that nature, where I tried to just emulate what folks in those neighborhoods wear. And it has to be, I think, in order for people to relate to it, it has to be approachable and not intimidating. And I really appreciated that, because after season 1, I saw that a lot of people would tweet about stuff that Maggie was wearing, or stuff that Julio was wearing, or Luis. And it was really cool because all of that stuff was just easily attainable. Like you can go to, said store and purchase it, or order it from a local vendor. That part I really thought was special.
Frankie Quinones' Luis is an old school cholo. Will we see his wardrobe transform in season 2 as he adapts more to life after prison?
Well, I think the thing about Luis as a character is that he deals with everything through laughter and silliness. Like he's a jokester. And I think he's just a little stunted in his like emotional growth. And I think that was reflective. And also like just, cholo culture, and just, very pressed and clean. And I will say that, cholos are very neat. Their shoes are always clean. Their pants are always creased. And I wanted folks to see that in season 1, to see the pride that he took in like prepping his clothes. And, I think in season 2, you see him ironing his uniform. And then just the evolution in season 2, as he like starts to really try to get his life together and takes pride in, opening a cafe with Julio, and just evolving a little bit. And I do think, we tried to subtly go into that from the beginning of season 2 toward the end of season 2, just like gradually how his pants looked a little less baggy, or, just I think it was important that it was subtle and not like, oh my gosh, he's transformed, because that's not real. People don't, it's hard, who changes from one day to another and, overnight. I don't think that is real. Like we're all flawed and, you know, it takes work.
The young woman in this series looked like someone's actual prima or sister. Did she take inspiration from people she knows?
Yes, yes, definitely. I think, like for example, the character Ruby, or the character Ruby was based off a little bit of how my little sister dresses and her friends, and just, you know, the LA style, and have it, you know, approachable, stylish, but like still a homegirl. So I think that was important. And just, or the mom and the grandma and Maggie. I think a lot of those, you know, you draw inspiration from people around you. And since I grew up in Inglewood, and this is a show of working class people, and I grew up in a working class home, you know, you try to emulate what's around you and what you know. And I think that that makes it approachable and authentic and real and grounded.
For the record, I don't think that this is the best slogan for this part of LA.